Gold has seen a noticeable rally this week as markets react to renewed conflict in the Middle East. After joint U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran over the weekend, investors moved into gold and other precious metals as a traditional safe haven in times of heightened geopolitical risk. Gold prices climbed sharply, with futures and spot prices reaching multi-week highs as traders priced in uncertainty around oil supplies and broader market volatility. The move reflects investors seeking stability amid fears of escalating tensions and potential disruptions to trade routes like the Strait of Hormuz. I'm Johanna Botam, and joining me today is Daniel Marburger, Director, StoneX Bullion Dubai. Thank you for joining us, Daniel.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Daniel, as I understand it, you are based in Dubai, but you took the last flight out back home to Germany whilst the strike started happening. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that was like before we get into the interview?
Yeah, to be honest, it was a planned flight on Friday, and we have an internal conference in Orlando. I used the time to be in Frankfurt for 2 days with my team, and all of a sudden, the situation in Iran has caused, flight delays, and then in the end, flight cancellations. And I was very lucky to be now in Europe, and I'll also be able to attend the conference, whereas many of my colleagues in Dubai, I think it's around 80 people. They won't be able to travel in the very near future, as it seems. And so I'll be the only one from that region who can make it.
Well, we're very happy that you got out, even if it was a planned flight. It was very good luck on your side. So, following the strikes over the weekend, we saw gold rally sharply. From your vantage point, is this primarily a knee jerk safe haven reaction, or are you seeing sustained buying flows coming through in physical and institutional markets?
I would say this is a classic safe haven, although we had very supported buying in the last couple of weeks. There was a constant flow. Also, after the sharp drop we've seen a couple of weeks ago, we had people repositioning themselves, and this seems to be more like structural buying rather than purely safe haven. There's some fundamentals that just work for gold and especially also silver.
Yeah. And given your position in Dubai, are investors in the region behaving differently from Western markets right now, or are you seeing any increased physical demand locally as tensions continue to rise?
Yeah, the difference between Dubai and now Europe is that obviously the airport is closed. So there's only a certain amount of gold and silver in the form of bars or coins available. And in Europe, we can replenish quickly through refineries in Switzerland, for example, same as in the US. But in Dubai, it seems like, they are kind of trapped with the amount that's available. And we have seen, or I have talked to customer of ours in the region, and they are reporting that people are queuing up and trying to secure gold and silver in physical form.
Okay. And, like we talked about briefly earlier, gold tends to benefit from geopolitical stress, but silver has more of an industrial component as well. If this conflict persists, which we don't know, it might be days, it might be weeks, we're as lost as everybody else. Do you expect gold to continue leading, or could silver start to catch up?
I think gold has a very good playing field here with all the tensions rising, and more countries are getting into the conflict. If they want to or not, that's another question. But yeah, there's rising tensions, and those rising tensions will lead somehow to a rising gold price. Whether silver is going to catch up, as you said, it's also an industrial metal. It's not a safe haven metal per se. But what we've seen also in the past couple of weeks is there's a lot of catch up now from silver to gold, and that led to very high investor demand into silver as a precious metal. So, yes, is my answer. This could basically play out as it has been playing out in the last couple of weeks. So, positive for silver as well.
And Daniel, one last question. Can you give me a best case scenario and worst case scenario? Like, what should investors be looking out for right now?
I think it is crucial to look at buying the dip and not panic. So there might be some setbacks in the next couple of days, If not, well, just monitor the situation closely and look at opportunities, but diversification is always imminent. And if stock markets, for example, are, let's say, not in danger, but if they are like in a selling pattern, then maybe gold again will rise even further.
Daniel, thank you so much for your time. And again, I'm really glad to hear that you were able to get out of there and you'll be able to make the conference in Orlando. And thank you to everybody else for watching. For more financial content, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.